Hey guys. Welcome to today's video about kangaroos. Let's jump into it. Kangaroos are one of the most recognizable animals in the world, known for their powerful hind legs, long tails, and unique way of moving. But did you know that these iconic marsupials have been hopping across Australia for millions of years? Today, let's dive into the origins, habitats, and incredible adaptations that make kangaroos the marvels of the Australian wilderness. The story of the kangaroo begins over 20 million years ago in ancient Australia. Early marsupials, the ancestors of today's kangaroos, evolved in isolated Australia, where they adapted to the continent's unique and varied environments. These early marsupials included small, possum-like animals as well as massive creatures like the Prosoptodon, a giant kangaroo species that stood over 8 feet tall. Modern kangaroos belong to the Macropodidae family, which means big foot. This family includes kangaroos, wallabies, and tree kangaroos, each adapted to different environments across Australia and nearby islands. Over millions of years, these species developed unique adaptations, from powerful legs to specialized pouches for carrying young joey. Let's talk about the different types of kangaroos. Today, there are 4 main species of kangaroo: the red, eastern gray, western gray, and antilopine kangaroos. Each species has evolved to thrive in a specific habitat, from arid deserts to lush grasslands. Red kangaroos are the tallest of all kangaroos and the largest marsupials in the world. Their most recognizable characteristic is their muscular physique. The largest recorded individual measured 6.9 feet tall and weighed 201 pounds. Their strength is complemented by a large tail and sharp claws on their hind legs. Kangaroos use their tail to balance while they kick forward, which can inflict potentially fatal injuries. Red kangaroos are highly social and live in mobs of up to 100 members. While the longest living individual reached 27 years old, wild kangaroos have an average lifespan of around 8 years. Antilopine kangaroos are the second largest species in the Osphranter genus. They have narrow faces and short arms. Their physique is stocky, and their arms and feet are less significant compared to red kangaroos. Males have reddish and tan fur, while females are grayish. Their eyes resemble doe eyes. They are generally social, but older males are often solitary. Antilopine kangaroos have especially rotund lower bodies and slender tails. Eastern gray kangaroos are the heaviest and second tallest kangaroo species. Their eyes are bigger and their face is narrower than red kangaroos. Their tails are muscular, thick, and can be as long as 3.2 feet. Eastern gray kangaroos live in mobs as well. Their social hierarchy is similar to red kangaroos, with one large alpha male and several males competing for females. Their claws are larger than red kangaroos, and eastern gray males have longer forearms. There are 2 subspecies of the eastern gray kangaroo: Macropus gigantus, endemic to mainland Australia. Macropus gigantus tasmaniensis, endemic to Tasmania. Western gray kangaroos are difficult to distinguish from their close relatives, the eastern grays. The main difference is their weight and color. Their fur is darker, and they generally weigh 20 pounds less than eastern grays. Western grays are socially active, and their mob functions the same as eastern gray mobs. There are 2 subspecies of western gray kangaroos: Macropus fuliginosus, endemic to Kangaroo Island. Macropus fuliginosus melanops, inhabiting mainland Australia. Now let's talk about their habitat and distribution. Kangaroos are found across Australia, inhabiting diverse ecosystems. Red kangaroos are adapted to the arid deserts and plains of central Australia, where they are often seen covering great distances in search of water and food. Eastern grey kangaroos, on the other hand, prefer open woodlands and grassy plains, making them common along Australia's eastern coastline. In the tropical north, the antilopine kangaroo thrives in monsoonal grasslands, while western grey kangaroos are more commonly found in the southern and western parts of Australia. Each kangaroo species has adapted to its environment, developing unique traits to survive in some of the world's most challenging landscapes. Did you know that kangaroos are one of the few animals specifically adapted to hopping as their primary mode of movement? This form of locomotion allows them to cover long distances efficiently, which is perfect for life in Australia's vast and sometimes harsh environments. Kangaroos have some of the most unique physical adaptations in the animal kingdom. Their powerful hind legs and large feet are specially designed for hopping, enabling them to travel up to 40 miles per hour and leap over 10 feet in a single bound. Hopping also conserves energy, allowing them to cover long distances in search of food and water. Their long, muscular tails serve as a balance when they hop and as a fifth limb when they move slowly or graze. You'll often see kangaroos using their tails to support themselves as they move, making them one of the few animals with such a specialized limb. And let's talk about the pouch. Female kangaroos carry their young, called joeys, in a front-facing pouch where the joey grows and feeds after birth. Kangaroo joeys are born very small, almost the size of a jelly bean, and they immediately crawl into the pouch to continue developing. The pouch is a safe space where joeys can nurse and grow until they're ready to explore the outside world. Interestingly, a female kangaroo can pause her pregnancy in a process called embryonic diapause, which allows her to delay birth until conditions are favorable or until her current joey has left the pouch. This remarkable adaptation helps kangaroos thrive in unpredictable environments. Let's move on to their social structure and behavior. Kangaroo mobs in various interactions, young joeys playing sparring matches among males. Sparring, or play fighting, is common among male kangaroos and involves boxing, kicking, and grappling. These matches help young kangaroos build strength and practice for future fights, which may determine their place in the mob. Did you know that kangaroo fights can get intense, with powerful kicks delivered using their muscular hind legs? Kangaroos are also known for their strong maternal bonds. Female kangaroos are attentive mothers, carrying joeys in their pouches and nursing them until they're ready to explore. Even after leaving the pouch, young kangaroos, or, at foot, joeys, continue to stay close to their mothers, who offer protection and guidance. Kangaroos are herbivores, feeding on grasses, leaves, and shrubs. Their diet varies depending on their habitat, and they've adapted to survive in environments with limited food and water. Red kangaroos, for instance, can survive on very little water, obtaining most of their moisture from the plants they eat. Kangaroos have a unique digestive system that helps them extract maximum nutrients from their food. Similar to cows, they practice foregut fermentation, where bacteria in their stomachs break down tough plant fibers. This efficient digestion also helps reduce water loss, which is crucial for survival in Australia's arid landscapes. Foregut fermentation is a digestive process primarily observed in ruminants and some other herbivores, where microbial fermentation occurs in a specialized section of the stomach called the foregut, typically before food reaches the intestines. This process allows these animals to break down complex plant materials, such as cellulose, into simpler compounds that can be absorbed and utilized as nutrients. This adaptation is crucial for their survival on a diet that is high in fibrous plant materials. Another interesting fact is that kangaroos are nocturnal grazers, often feeding at dawn and dusk when temperatures are cooler. This behavior helps them conserve energy and water, allowing them to thrive even in Australia's dry interior. Kangaroos communicate through a combination of body language, vocalizations, and scent marking. They often thump their hind legs as a warning signal to other kangaroos, alerting them to potential danger. This powerful foot thumping is a sign to freeze and pay attention to the surroundings. Kangaroos are also known to be curious and observant animals. Researchers have found that kangaroos can learn from each other and even engage in problem solving. In fact, some kangaroos in captive settings have learned to open gates and doors, displaying intelligence and adaptability. Their social nature and intelligence make them fascinating to observe, and their behaviors have helped them adapt to the challenges of life in Australia's diverse landscapes. While kangaroos are widely recognized as a symbol of Australia, they face several conservation challenges. Habitat loss, vehicle collisions, and climate change are major threats to kangaroo populations. In some regions, overgrazing and competition for food with livestock have led to conflicts between kangaroos and humans. However, Conservation efforts are underway to protect kangaroo habitats and promote sustainable coexistence. Road signs and wildlife crossings help reduce accidents, and several protected areas offer kangaroos safe habitats away from human interference. Public awareness campaigns are also helping Australians understand the importance of conserving these unique marsupials. Kangaroos play a vital role in their ecosystems by promoting plant diversity and creating open spaces for other animals. Protecting kangaroos not only preserves a national icon but also maintains the balance of the Australian landscape. Another fascinating fact is that kangaroo populations can vary dramatically due to environmental factors like rainfall. In wet years, populations can increase quickly, while drought years lead to lower numbers. This fluctuation highlights the importance of maintaining sustainable habitats to support kangaroos in the long term. Kangaroos are more than just Australia's iconic animal. They're survivors, adapted to some of the world's toughest conditions. By understanding and protecting them, we're preserving a unique piece of Australia's natural heritage. Thank you for joining us on this journey into the world of kangaroos. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more wildlife stories, and let us know which animal you'd like to explore next. Comment down below for what improvements should I make and new ideas as well. Have a great day ahead.